Hi, you guys. My name is Allison, and I just want to introduce you to Space2Craft, which is my YouTube channel. I want to talk a little bit about myself and why I'm starting this channel, show you around my disaster of a craft room, and talk about some of my goals. So my name is Allison. I'm recently retired. I worked for NASA for 34 and a half years and just retired on December 31st. And in the last few years, I've been thinking about retirement and what I wanted to do when I retired. And one of those goals is to catch up on my scrapbooking. And so this channel is really intended to help me and force me to get organized and keep scrapbooking every week so that I can finally catch up. My daughter told me a few years ago, "Mom, you're never going to catch up until you retire." Well, the time has come. So it's called Space2Craft in honor of my aerospace career. And hopefully we'll do some out of this world scrapbooking. But just to tell you, this is truly the real world. I'm not a neat scrapbooker. I do all sorts of different things. I do scrap a little bit like an engineer, so I'm trying to work my way out of that everything symmetrical and trying to be a little more artistic and dive into my creativity a little bit more. But my scrapbook room is a mess. And so one of my goals is to get that organized. So I've been watching lots of other YouTubers on their organization and trying to make that happen and ordering some things to get organized. I'm brand new at YouTube and videoing, so I have ordered a camera to sort of up my photo taking game when we go on vacations and to use in my scrapbooking room. So be patient with me. I will take any and all advice as long as it's kind and well-intentioned. And I hope you can join me on this journey. Just to give you an idea of what I mean by the real world. So here is my very, very messy scrapbook space. My daughter gave me that, her old makeup cart. So it's completely unorganized right now. I have to organize that. I'm still having some scraps that I need to clean up. This is not very functional at the moment. This is my scrap bin. I'm ordering a new bin because this gets heavy and these straps are breaking, and this is very old and faded. It used to be red. Craziness. I have a Cricut. I love this table. I don't stand at it the way I should. And as you can tell, it's a big fat mess, so it needs to be cleaned up. I've got a ton of paper storage and tool storage back there. Over here, I have my my Big Shot, my selfie printer, all my die cuts. Again, it could use a little organization. My Cricut hot press down there, a box of Chamel and Vicky Bouton papers that need to be organized and taken care of. And then I need a solution for my vinyl storage. My daughter won't let me really make her t-shirts anymore, so I'm not using the vinyl as much as I used to. But when we go on a cruise, I make door signs and things like that. And then over here, moving slowly, are my completed albums. So I have scrapbooked quite a bit, but when it takes 3 albums to get through a year, it's a lot. And then just some pictures. So this could use a little more floofing up. Look at the size of this album. It's huge. And that is just 6 months from 2008. Craziness. This album is 2 short trips to Disney. It's giant. It's about as full as it can get. These are all creative memories. I do like the Creative Memories albums, but I may be switching. I have a lot of work to do. I will be doing scrapbooking pages. I do mostly 2-page scrapbooks, scrapbook pages, but not everything. I'm trying to start to do some more single-page scrapbooks, scrapbook pages as well. I do make some cards. I do other projects. So there's hopefully going to be a variety. I'll do a few haul videos. Just a warning, I mostly buy things on sale, so they won't always be the newest and best thing out. They may be some bargains that I found. I have 2 dogs. They will be disrupting on a regular basis since I'm home with them, and they enjoy that a lot and join me in my scrapbooking. Let's see, what else? The reason I retired, I probably look a little young to be retired. I'm not that young. I'm 58. I do have a high school junior. She is in her 2nd semester of her junior year. So she'll be graduating and leaving. And I'm really glad to have the opportunity to be a little bit of a stay-home mom. I'm a single mom, so I've never been a stay-home mom with her. So that's going to be fun for the next 1.5 years before she goes off to college. Not that I ever see her. She's a very busy girl with work, and she just finished raising a lamb for FFA and spends a lot of time with her friends. But it's 23 was a heck of a year, you guys. I was going through breast cancer treatment, so I had surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy during 2023. And prior to that, I had kept saying, I'll retire, but it depends on what happens with my dad. My dad was on a decline at the same time from some bladder cancer and a number of different medical issues that came up sort of during the COVID lockdown, not due to COVID by any means. But he passed away in July. I was still going through treatments, and I finally realized, how many more signs does the universe have to tell me that it's time to retire and enjoy myself and do the things that I want to do and travel with my mom while she is still able? So we've already taken one big trip and planning for a couple of others here in the near future. So I decided to retire. And I might work part-time. I'll keep you guys posted on that. A couple of people have asked me to help them with some projects. And so I might do some of that in the near future, but it would only be part-time so that I have plenty of time to scrapbook and be that stay-at-home mom that I haven't gotten to be. There'll be more coming about my daughter as I scrapbook some things. We have a pretty extensive, expanded family. We love family in any form that they come, and we're interesting. My scrapbooking style, as I said, I do scrapbook a little bit like an engineer. So let me turn this around a bit and show you some of what we are, the way I scrapbook. So just so that you can get to know me a little bit more and the style that I choose to scrapbook in, here are some portraits. Now this was not really a story. These are just some portraits that we had taken a couple of years ago, and I wanted to get as many of them as I could, and I even included a little shaker pocket, which I was pretty excited about. That's something new that I've been doing in about the last year, so that's pretty fun. And then here is the last album that I completed. So This is some, sorry about the glare from that picture, some 2009. So this is the introduction to it. And then I do calendar pages, which I'll do a whole separate video on my most recent calendar pages, but that's how I organize. I kept a calendar, and so then I transcribe all of those activities onto these calendar pages to help organize my scrapbook. And this is the year we took a trip to Disney. So in the place, instead of doing all of the pages in this album because they wouldn't fit, I just did a 2-page spread with some select photos. And I apologize for not taking these out of the, and then that consumed all of February. And then here's just some more pages of my little princess when she was little. We went to see Elmo. So you can see I do different cutting. I loved this page. Just some pictures we were taking in the backyard. Not necessarily a memory, but just to do some photos. And then for this, I did a 2-page layout because this was a spring photo taken of her. So just to make them match. So even then it's a kind of a 2-page layout. I love those torn flowers. So this album took me quite a while. It looks like there's not a lot in here. Some of these pages don't have a ton. Some creative memories papers. I mix and match things. This is May. It's about to get super busy. Mother's Day. So you can see I don't do a ton of journaling, but I do some journaling, and I try and label some of the pictures. This is from a volunteer luncheon that I did. Loved this page. I have a pool in my backyard, so we have a lot of pool pictures. We take a lot of beach vacations. So this just gives you an idea of my style. I love this. I really enjoy Kiwi Lane and their templates. And this was probably, it looks like my Mind's Eye paper. I'm so sad that they're out of business. It just gives you an idea. And then I did journal on this one. Just really cute. And I loved tucking in the pictures into the different layers. This is a trip we took to Fiesta, Texas. So this is just to give you an idea. And then this is what you do when you have to fit 150 pictures on a page. I do have some other ideas for that though. Some make your own flip flaps. I know they sell those now, but there's a way, especially depending on whether you're top load or side load, that you can add a whole, like a half page extra. This is a little exhausted girl. Some pretty good journaling there. SeaWorld. I think I had some really cute pages in SeaWorld here. Yeah, I scrap lifted this page. I just loved it with these panels in the background. Came out really, really cute, and I just reversed it 90 degrees for the facing page. So that made a really cute page. And this is Creative Memories papers. This was a happy accident. I had cut these out to use, and it left the spaces, so I used it as a frame. So you can see I like to use bright colors for the most part. And then this closed out June for that year. So that just gives you an idea of some of the pages that I like to do and the style that I create in. So that's just a brief introduction to me and a look at some of my pages. I hope you'll join me. Please like and subscribe to see where this journey takes us. And come back to Space2Craft anytime you like for a little out of this world scrapbooking. Thanks.